Tour junkies.
What's going on, golf addicts? Welcome to the Genesis Invitational 2026 betting preview. Your boy DB. I got my guy Pat Perry with me as we do every single week, breaking down the PGA Tour action. Our friend Matt Every going to join us here in a second, and it's going to be a good time. Pat, you feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good. Yeah, a little Monday holiday, President's Day.
Yeah, you
celebrating the presidents.
You bankers don't do anything. Who's your favorite president, Pat? Who's your favorite president?
Favorite president? Man, I don't know. Howard Taft.
Sick.
Somehow, I don't know why it came to mind.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Yeah. Who's yours? Who's your favorite president?
Trump. Probably Trump.
Okay.
He's done the best job.
Nice.
So just saying that to trigger the libs right now. He's not yeah, I mean, he doesn't appoint dudes in dresses to be cabinet positions, which I think is a plus. I was gonna say Bill Clinton because, I mean, dude got smoked pole in the Oval Office, which is pretty cool.
Do you know Howard Taft? He was a big man, you know?
Was he?
Yeah, he was. Do you know what his wife's name was?
Hold on, let me guess. Let me think about it.
Helen Taft.
Oh, what?
But look, I gotta.
Why does that matter?
Cause let me see if I can. How do I share my screen?
Don't worry about it. You're not allowed to share.
Come on. No. Okay, let me send this to you.
Come on. You seriously can't see the button that says present or.
Oh wait, I do see that.
Yeah. You just click the button that's right there next to your face.
Share screen.
Watch Pat share like his bank account.
Helen Taft.
Hold on, we got to add her to this. Oh dang, huh?
Yeah, Helen Taft.
Okay, Shawty, I see you, Helen. Kind of had that hourglass going, mommy. I'm not mad at it. Did you just like how you just?
It came up in a text group. The only reason it came up in a text of all things that could come up in a text group, that came up last week, and so I already knew it.
Wait. What exactly came up about Helen Taft in the text group?
I think it was something. I think it started with we go to Donald Trump. It started with Melania.
Melania
or Melania. Melania.
Melania. What disease is that? Melania. Pat, what is wrong with you?
I don't know why.
That reminds me of we're talking about the Genesis at some point this week, and in the early years, because this is year 11 previewing the Genesis. In the early years, you called it Kikuya rough.
Kikuya.
Your emphasis was on the kick.
No, it goes to. You remember we had the POA Annua?
Yeah, we had POA Annua. Was Pat? Let's bring Matt in for this. I feel like Matt. Yeah. Hey, Matt.
He's ready to go.
Matt, did you know that 11 years ago there was a couple ding dongs talking? You were on the PGA Tour at that time. We were talking about previewing golf courses and expecting people to listen to us, and at the same time, Pat was referencing the POA Annua greens the Kikuya and the Kikuya rough.
Yeah, that's when we started to gain credibility as a podcast.
What did you just say? Melania.
There's still people driving around listening to this going, what did he mean to say? He meant to say Melania.
No, I did. I corrected myself.
Somewhere between melanoma and Melania.
Yeah,
exactly.
Melania. That's amazing. Dude, your brain never ceases.
What would you do without what my brain comes up with?
Oh yeah, we'd be screwed. The Helen Taft coming up in the text thread is all time. I will say that. Pretty cool. Matt, who's your favorite president?
We're just setting ourselves up for failure here, boys.
I've already done it.
I would say
I've already taken the lid off.
To tie between W and Trump for me.
Yeah.
I like some W. I'm with you there. Reagan. Come on, you can't go wrong with Reagan. That would be like the most.
I don't remember Reagan, Pat. Me and Matt
wasn't around then.
Reagan.
Well, I don't remember Howard Taft either, but I mean,
Well,
he
yeah,
came
but
up. He got stuck in a bathtub, I think.
clearly you're crushing on his wife in your spare time, though. I will say that. Looks like you're. Anyway, how about Colin Morikawa?
Jeez, we all had Akshay.
Yeah.
We're doing really good on having almost.
I felt really good about Hideki the week before, like having that, that ticket. The longer that thing went, the better I felt. I never felt good about Akshay.
Why is that? Because I agree.
I don't know. I think it's the quality of the field, and he doesn't have. This is a guy that just played golf growing up. He's never been punched in the mouth before, and I don't know, like if he's got like a couple things. It can't be easy to play with a 5-shot lead on the tour with 27 holes to go. Like you're in a lose-lose situation. You should close it out, and if you don't, it's like, man, I was winning by 5 shots. But I don't know. I don't know if he's got that in him to go just step on throats for 72 holes.
Well, I mean, if he does, it's not it. It hasn't been developed yet, right? You forget how freaking young he is because he started like in middle school or whatever. I mean, he's like 23 or whatever he is now, right? Like he's still really young.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, like because he is a kid that even though he skipped college and all that, I mean, he grinded to make it on the tour. Like, I mean, I can remember I caddied in a Monday qualifier. Remember that for JJ Colleen? And he was out there on Monday. That was before they played at Congaree that week. And he's just, out there. Now, he did have his track man with him, but he carried his own bag. He qualified relatively easy. But he was bouncing around the Monday qualifiers. I mean, I don't know, Matt, what would you – I would think somebody like that has, like, sort of, cut his teeth on, some tough times to be able to dig deep a little bit. But maybe not. I mean, you're not – that's a little different than being in the lead against Scotty
Your back's against the wall there. That's a different situation. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just body language for me too. Just watching, like he doesn't look like a killer to me.
He is very, very kind of just relaxed out there. I guess not relaxed, but he just looks like he doesn't have a whole lot of.
And then Sunday, I was working, so I was kind of watching on my computer, and then I was at the tour, so I saw like their feeds and. It felt like Akshay was hitting it okay on Sunday. He drove it good. He just was missing, a bunch of 15 to 20 footers that weren't falling, couldn't get anything to go for him, but never felt good about that.
No. Yeah. I was not near as upset about him losing that lead as I was about Hideki losing. I didn't. I lost sleep, I think, over the Hideki loss, but I didn't over Akshay.
So I texted you guys and I don't know, like I was looking back at my actions and just wondering what part I may have played in that whole thing. I think, cause Pat, we've talked about it over the years. There's some mushing that can happen. There is mushing. It is real.
You think that's
the guys
real?
on tour the guys on tour are completely oblivious to it, but we mush. It just happens. I typically have been very good at it. I'm good at.
You are really good,
especially when someone is winning that I don't have, and like Pat has them, or somebody that we can't stand has them, and we want that person to lose. I am good at mushing the hell out of that person. Okay. But I felt like Akshay was kind of already. I just feel like it was already. We were already screwed because I just paid it on Saturday afternoon. I'm like, wait a minute. I knew he was on my card. I knew he was on Kenny's card. Then I go in the Discord and I look on Pat's card. So he's on Pat's card. Then I'm like, no way he's on Matt's card. I go to your card and I'm like, God dang, he's on Matt's card too. So I feel like before I sent the text, I was waiting when I sent the text to you and Matt, or you and Pat, that I was waiting on Pat to be like, God dang it, David, why did you do that? But I think we were already cooked because he was on Kenny, me, you. And we were all on the show last week. Glazen got her up and Kenny, and then we all get on Akshay, and then everybody's riding together. He's got a 5-shot lead. And as soon as I send that, and when I send that text, I put in the text asterisk live bets Morikawa at +7 or live bets Morikawa, and Matt's like, oh my God, what is he? What's his number? Like +750. I knew Matt was fiending for it. Did you make the bet?
No, and I did not. But how about the first shot I watched Akshay hit all week? It was the tee shot on 17 on the third round when he kind of ballooned it
Saturday.
up into the wind and
Oh,
buries, and
yeah.
then he ends up
Yeah.
making bogey. It's like that his first bogey of the week when I turned the TV on. I
He
mean,
knew. I just knew we were already. It would have been too great. Um, any thoughts on Morikawa? They're having a baby. He's
congrats.
he's managed to. Yeah,
Yeah.
congrats.
That,
I didn't see that coming. I mean, I don't think
the
anybody
baby
did.
or the win?
I mean,
Yes.
the win. Yeah. Yes.
First win in what, like 5 years for
Uh,
Morikawa?
5
23 he
years,
won. In
really?
23 he won. Right? He won in like one of those Japan events in the Zozo, I think.
Let's see.
He won a major in
He
21.
won.
PGA in 21, I think. Does that sound right?
He won the Tour Championship in 24. I don't remember that.
I don't either.
Like,
Yeah,
did it count as a win?
the OWGR has it as a win. You're right. He won the Zozo in 2023.
Yeah.
which is according to OWGR his 15th best finish of his career. The Zozo was, which is behind a third place finish and like 6 runner-ups.
Really?
I guess because of the field strength. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a while since he's won a legitimate. I guess he's still. I mean, how long has it been since he's won a full field event? Because the Zozo was not a full field event, right?
The PGA.
The tour,
it had to
the
be
tour
one of those
championship
majors.
wasn't.
It would be the PGA.
It had to have been major.
Well, the Open in 2021.
That's
The
what
Open,
that's
right?
what
He won
I'm
the
thinking.
Open
The
after
Open,
the
not
PGA.
the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So golly. Anyway, I don't.
That surprised me.
Yeah.
His ball striking looked excellent. It looked like he was. I mean, he was really in control of what he was doing out there.
Yeah, gained almost 10 shots on approach.
Yeah,
for the
that'll
week.
do it.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Actually lost strokes on the greens. I mean, almost a tenth, not even a tenth of a stroke. So he's basically neutral.
See, 2 weeks in a row, the winners have lost strokes on the greens. Did I see that? Got her up last week. Lost as well.
Got her up also. Yep. They're basically, again, pretty much neutral, but yes, technically negative. Yeah.
It's impressive.
I think we could see it again this week. What do you guys think?
Oh, I think so.
I mean,
this is a ball striker's paradise right here.
Talk to us about Riv, Matt. What do you?
Well, I mean,
I love this course. It's great to have it back.
Yeah, it is. It's most guys out there's favorite course in the rotation on the tour, I would say, and I think a big part of it is it's just an alpha male's golf course. They start you off soft on number 1, but you take that away, and it really is just an incredible layout on an incredible piece of property. Now you can get 2 different versions of this golf course. You can get wet, cold, and damp, which I don't know the forecast for the rest of the week, but I do know that it's been not great weather there the last couple of days, and I think today, while we're recording this, they're getting dumped on too. So that place is going to be pretty soggy this week. Smallish greens out there. I think experience matters. Most of these guys in this field probably have some experience around Riviera, but it's just it's a killer week in general. It really is. That place has a ton of charm to it, and there's no other place like it on the tour.
Tell me about because one of the holes I always love every year is 10.
So good.
It's a short par 4. So like on Bet the Number, there's a new page on there with hole props and things like that, and it's definitely a birdie hole being short. But where is like what's the setup for where it's really hard as far as the pin position, and then what's the setup for where it's a little bit easier from a hole prop standpoint?
Conditions, wind direction, they matter so much. Obviously, hole location matters too, but there's certain some years there, Pat, that green would get so firm you're just playing for par. I mean, there's a group of bushes left of that green, about 10 yards left of the left edge of the green, and there's no low-lying limbs. So even if you hit it over there in there, you'll have something you can kind of manufacture low to run onto the green. And honestly, it's a great aiming point, like because it opens up
Mhm.
the whole green, to where you can kind of chip down the green, almost back uphill into the green. If you are in between driver and three wood there, and you go with the lesser one and kind of neck one and end up short right, I mean, you're dead. You're just dead. They
Yeah.
haven't touched that green through the years. There's been a ton of buildup from bunker shots being hit out onto the green, throughout who knows how many years. And I think it's one of the best. I think it might be the best hole on the tour. As a player, I loved playing it. Like it was just there was such a challenge. I can remember laying up there one year when I was playing well in the tournament. There's a back right pin, and these greens will get so firm. Like you had to cut a wedge about 5 yards to hold the green, like to cut it up back into the slope and get it, not have a bounce go forward, dead straight forward, or any left in the bounce, because then you're through the green. And we've seen plenty of videos or replays throughout the year where guys are just playing hockey back and forth there in the bunkers. Like if I'm a spectator, that's where I'm going.
Yeah, it just seems like such a great hole to me. I love watching it every single year. So I'm not surprised to hear you say it's one of your favorite out there.
It's unbelievable.
Do you think that'll be like if there's a hole to feature
Yeah.
at Riv, if you're a sports book, do you think that's a hole that we'll see featured on Tuesday or Wednesday starting to come up for round props?
We talked on here last week, I think, about bless you.
Thank you.
About 16 at Scottsdale and the bet the number stuff that they had for it. And I said, yeah, I think it might be 16 at Riv next week or the next one they
Mm,
do. But I now that I kind of forgot about the 10th, dude, when I said that. And
yeah.
it would make total sense for it to be number 10. There's just so much more theater there than any other par three on that course.
Yeah, I love that hole. I'm happy to see Riv back. Do we think? I mean, have you heard of any? I haven't heard of any or seen of any as of today. Like, have they had to do anything somewhat drastic to the course since the fires and all that and reopening? Like, was
I
anything
don't think anything was
like
damaged
permanent?
during the fires on
Okay,
the course. No.
okay, okay. Well, that's good. Um, yeah, so last year, if you guys don't remember, they ended up playing another event at Torrey. Ludwig won. The last time it was played here at Riv, Hideki won. Um, so we haven't seen it in a little bit, and it's just one of the best courses. It is a signature event with a cut, which I hate. 72 players this week, top 50, and anyone within 10 shots of the lead plays the weekend. So a slightly smaller field than we had at Pebble, and we're getting a cut. I think it's one of three with a cut. Um, any other things, Matt? What about the area? You got any good stories about Riv that you or the Pacific Palisades
Oh, well,
to be specific? Any
damn.
Palisade nights?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got company here today. Um,
Yeah.
there,
Okay.
there's, yeah, it's a killer week. It's one of my favorite weeks out there. What was the original question you asked here?
Matt's mind may be wandering there. I was saying,
Yeah.
any good stories about the Palisades? Any good like what do you
It's
if
just a
you
cool
know
week. I mean, most
what
guys are
what do
staying.
the tour guys like to do? What do they get into off the course, practice round day or something out there? What do you do?
We got Brentwood right next to Riviera. Basically, there's that little like village right or market there. So a lot of guys, I used to get my day started off with a coffee there, maybe some celebrity sightings. I'm pretty sure I saw Adam
Mhm.
Sandler at some point. Plenty of people passing through. Most guys stay in Santa Monica down there at I think it's a W maybe or a Ritz, something like that. You can walk to dinner every night. It's a cool week.
Is
The
this one of the
golf
more
course
expensive
is,
weeks on tour?
oh, for sure, but the golf course is
Yeah.
the star of the show this week. It
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
is.
Is that close to like could you I would love to go. I've been to LA one time, but I didn't go. I would love to go see the Fresh Prince's house. That'd be fun. Is that over there near there?
It's a little
Fresh Prince of Bel
it's
Air.
a little bit, yeah, I'd say you're probably
It'd be fun to whistle for a
you
cab, and when
know
it
it's
came near
right
and the license
you wanna
plate
know it's right next
freshen.
you wanna yeah. You wanna know it's right next to that course is OJ's, where
Yeah, I
where
was about to say
where
Brentwood.
well, supposedly, allegedly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Allegedly.
allegedly.
That's cool. That's cool. Awesome. Well, you'll have to share the story offline there, Matt. We'll get into that. Speaking of Bet the Number, those guys continue to add on features every single week. Now this is getting crazy. They didn't want to commit to that at the beginning of the year, but they keep doing it. I don't know if you guys saw, but this past weekend, I'm like, let me log on and see what I can fire on, and I look, and they just keep making it easier to live bet. Now you can search on the live tournament page you can show the field by group, and all the strokes gain data, all the props data is right there by group, along with the live odds from DraftKings. It is it's just freaking awesome. Actually, let me just real quick, let me share with the people what I'm talking about, because it's kind of hard to, if you're watching on YouTube, this is what that looks like. But I mean, this right here, this was the live. This was during while the AT&T was going on, when our blessed Akshay still had the lead on Saturday. But you can go here to the groupings. You can look by groupings, and it pulls up the groups, and then you can track it on the live tournament page. See all the data right here live. See where that group is, where they teed off. It's just they're just making it so much easier to continue to you know bet live. I mean, a lot of betting live has to happen. You got to be efficient. You got to be quick with it. When you find something you want, you got to go get it. And to be able to search through that data easily is awesome. Bet the Number continues to give you the best live data, live betting and live data experience out there. Click the link in the description if you want to sign up. It's the best discount around. Code TJ gives it to you, but the link should take you straight to it. Those guys are doing a great job, so we appreciate that. Pat, you have anything to add on the Bet the Number stuff? I know you've been working it too.
No, I mean, I think, one thing I do every week in their newsletter is put the matchup together.
How'd
By
that
the way,
go?
we won that.
There
We
we
won
go.
it
2 in a row?
easily. Fleetwood over Cam Young. No, because I tied last week or the week before.
Yeah.
So, but we're even for the year. 2-2
There we
and
go.
1.
There we go.
Yeah. But yeah, the matchup tool is great too on there, and that one they've been working on for a long time. And I think for your matchup plays, tournament matchups, round matchups, all that kind of stuff, it's good.
Yeah, love it. All right. Well, let's get to it. Let's look at the outright board. Top of the board, Scotty Scheffler, obviously getting a little longer each week, 3-1, having these slow starts, and then all of a sudden there he is again, right in the conversation on Sunday. It's been comical the last couple weeks with him just spotting the field, and it's like he's doing it on purpose. Like, if I spot these guys a couple, can I come back and run them down? And then he almost does it.
Yeah.
Guy's unbelievable. Any thoughts on like what's happening to him on round one? Anybody got any observations, or just
I don't know, man.
he's just
That is a little weird though.
Let me pull him up. I just want to see round one. Yeah, like, God, it's crazy. If you look at his Bet the Number stuff on round one for the Waste Management, he lost 2.5 strokes tee to green, round one of Waste Management, and then he lost 1.5 strokes at Pebble, and then just a sea of green, rounds 2, 3, and 4. Green on Bet the Number being really good. And I mean like dark green for the remaining 6 rounds between rounds 2, 3, and 4 on those two tournaments. It's just like, for whatever reason on Thursday, he's just decided he's not going to show up. I don't know. Very strange.
Maybe it's just like we just go back to the old strokes gained home life. Like Wednesday night is a bad night for Bennett. He just like, I don't know, like that's the day they want to feed him, Gerber asparagus or something, and he doesn't like it.
That's great.
Well, I mean, Bennett's like he's like walking now, isn't he? He's like isn't he like kind of toddling? He's got to be beyond baby food by now, Pat.
Okay, well maybe he's they're doing like hard food, and his stomach doesn't do well.
Maybe
I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of for why he would not play good on Thursday.
Maybe Scotty's leading a Wednesday night small group at his house, and it's going late.
Yeah.
The boys are keeping him too late after.
Mhm.
and he needs to go to bed. So if you're in Scotty's Wednesday night home group from the church, we need you guys to leave earlier.
Uh,
We need you
Yeah,
guys to get out of there. Let Scotty get in the bed. He's got to take better care
yeah.
of himself. Um, okay. Well, that's it,
Pray for Scotty Thursdays.
yeah, incredible analysis by us. Um,
Yeah.
I I I have two familiar names near the top, but I don't actually love the top. Um, and I guess like when you look back at guys who've won this thing, it's a lot of bombers, and it's similar to like it's kind of a cream of the crop situation. I guess when it's a signature event, everybody's pretty good, but it does seem like if you're gonna make it the path of least resistance to be a bomber, to be a guy who's had some experience around Riviera. I don't know if that's Matt. Maybe you can speak to that in a second. Like, I don't know if there's like some intricacy things to kind of figure out at Riviera, but it seems like that's the case. Not a lot of like first time guys pop up here, or even second time guys pop up here. And it's just kind of a veterans spot. It
yeah.
seems. Would you, Matt? What do you think about
I
that,
agree.
and
I
why would
do
that
think
be the case?
experience matters here. I mean, whether it's what lines to take off of tees when fairways are wet versus firm, how balls are going to react in the greens when fairways like the fourth hole here. This it's a par three. It's brutal. It's like 230, and when it's soft out, you can fly the thing all the way to the hole. It's going to splat and not move. When it's firm out, if you land it on the green, it's going over the green. Like it's just, but if you land it short in the what's it called? What's this grass called, Pat? Kuya.
Kikuya?
Then it's totally up in the air. You know who hasn't won here, guys? Scotty Scheffler and
Tiger.
Rory McIlroy and Tiger, but he's not
Yeah,
playing this week.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's interesting to me. When I look at this board, the first name that's I feel like you could pull the trigger on would be Hideki at 20,
That's the one.
Yeah,
24,
love it.
25 to 1.
Me too.
Yep, that's the one.
He was my favorite up top, I think. I mean, obviously just continues to play very well, has won here on this golf course. I think, you know, now well, give me this then. So if what was his driver like last week? Because it was so bad. I haven't really looked at.
Well, he lost strokes off the tee,
Yeah,
1.85.
not as bad as he did. Not as bad as he did the week
Can I
before,
can I
but
say this
everything
about
else has
driving
continued to be
driving the ball
good. So
here? I think this is a good place to like it just naturally narrows you in. Because a lot of the tee shots are framed for you, if that makes sense. Like out in Phoenix, you can start
mhm.
that MF or 40 yards left and work it back into the fairway or vice versa the other way. It's hard to pick out targets out there because everything's, just so spaced out. There's no tall trees. But here it kind of frames it for you. So yeah, I mean, even if you're battling it with your driver, which is definitely an issue, but I really think it's one of those weeks where you almost get better without doing anything off the tee.
Yeah,
How
I
do
see
you
what you mean. That
compare?
makes sense.
How do you compare these Poa greens to the ones last week, Matt?
My experience, pebbles are a lot sloppier than here. Uh, whether it's weather or just I don't know, but I feel like Riviera's greens throughout the years have been better surfaces than Torrey and Pebble, both.
I mean, definitely a thing to watch in that Hideki, his irons, his around the green play so far in 2026, and again, he's finished 13th, 11th, runner up, and 8th
Yeah,
in 4 tournaments in 2026. The approach play and the around the green play looks like vintage peak Hideki, which is
well,
awesome.
I also think that's
Off the tee,
massive
he's
here. Like approaching
you're
around
right.
the green because they're small greens. You're gonna be coming in with mid to long irons. You're gonna miss greens here, but there's some tricky little up and downs. So I think like a nice iron player and a guy with a quality short game around the greens goes a long ways.
Yeah, he's off the tees had struggles as we've seen. So it hasn't been great off the tee. But what I'm looking at is in the last 2 weeks between Pebble and Waste Management, he's gained basically 10 shots putting
Mm,
between those 2 weeks. And I scrolled all the way back to 2017 um, on Bet the Number, and I can't find a 2 week stretch where he's putted that well
wow.
in back to back weeks.
Yeah, he is.
So that could be really scary. And I don't have it in front of me, but I bet that Riviera is one of those places where it's probably one of the best putting courses for him in his career because he's never really been like an amazing putter. But when you look at his finishes here, um, more at least again going back like 5, 6, 7 years, more weeks positive putting at Riviera than negative, which is probably not the case for Hideki in a lot of places. So it's a place he's comfortable on. It does feel like the 25-1 number is kind of a deal. Like I think that's a deal relative to Xander. Probably a deal, even though we love Tommy and Tommy checks all the statistical boxes just in terms of his ability to win. And that whole phrase we used to throw around a couple years ago that everybody talked about, Pat, called win equity. Even though
Uh,
I don't know that Tommy quite has the win equity still that Hideki carries when he's on, although we saw him, piss it away at the Waste Management. It just feels like a decent value. I mean, to be the same number as Russell Henley is kind of crazy to me at this event. So I couldn't agree more. I think the consensus is Hideki's a value at 25-1. It is his fourth week in a row. I don't remember really seeing Hideki play a lot of times 4 weeks in a row, but obviously you're going to get up for Riv, which also means like how bad is the field going to be next week?
Oh, ooh,
But
yeah, it's gonna.
it's going to be a
ooh.
bloodbath next
They got
week.
Brooks. That's
Yeah.
about it. As far as the
It's going to be
name,
like Brooks and Brian Campbell duking
What
it
is
out.
next week? Is that
Honda
Mexico?
or
No,
Cognizant.
yeah,
Yeah.
Honda.
Next week
Cognizant.
is
Yeah,
Cognizant.
yeah,
That's
This is a
next
different
week.
yeah,
conversation, guys.
yeah.
But okay, so I just slipped up there and said Honda. These tournaments that have been titles, they've had the same title sponsor forever. I feel like the new sponsor gets screwed a little because I'm always
Oh
going to
yeah,
refer to that as the
Yes, yes.
Honda. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
I know it is. It just feels like that
yeah. You
for
you
sure.
got to commit to like the next 10 years, and then people might start calling it the
Like if
Cognizant.
John Deere ever switched sponsors, it would just be like,
Yeah,
yeah, whatever. That's the
yeah,
John Deere. You know?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't see that
No,
ever
no,
happening,
no,
but if
no.
it did,
Yeah, but
Bad
I mean the
with
example.
Honda
John
was like
Deere,
60 years or something.
You're right. Bad
yeah.
example.
I do like Fleetwood up there. I do feel like I wish that number was a little bit longer, but he played really well last week. And he didn't. It wasn't like he just kind of you know was up there on the leaderboard and kind of gave it away. I mean, he just kept just chopping away, kind of like Scheffler did at that leaderboard. But he was hitting the ball very well and putting. He continues to putt well. I mean, his putting stats have been pretty amazing the last 4 or 5
Have you
starts.
guys seen more? Have you
Um,
guys seen more people, more players in your life be between 25 and 45-1 than we do this week? Like I feel like the
there's a
whole
lot.
field is in in
Yeah.
that range.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That could spread out a little bit as dollars start rolling in. But yeah, I mean when you have
Mhm.
72 players
Yeah, I
though,
guess
and
you're
and
right.
a lot of them are high quality, high caliber players, that it is. So Pat, you brought up Fleetwood, who the one box one of the boxes he doesn't really check on the bet the number model. I was going to ask Matt about as well because our friend at Bet the Number, who's boots on the ground every week, already said that Riv is very soft already. I'm looking at the weather. There's more rain coming. Well, there's rain today, all through the rest of the evening. Maybe some rain uh, on Tuesday and into Wednesday, and then the temps are pretty cold. I mean,
Cool.
like in not really getting out of the 50s until maybe Saturday. Maybe mornings are chilly. So our friends about the number in the model this week have carry distance, not necessarily ball speed, but carry distance as a factor off the tee. What are your thoughts on that, Matt?
I like it. I mean, when you
Yeah,
said it's going to be chilly, that place is not. I mean, the amount of rain they're getting, it's not going to dry up in time by Sunday for this to have any kind of fire to it. But
yeah.
when you said the temps are going to be chilly, that's you know that word I like to use. That's heavy,
Heavy ball
heavy,
territory.
heavy hitter territory this week for sure. I like it.
Chris Goddard again, huh?
Shane Lowry.
I was just about to say, what do we think of Goddard up at 35? I mean,
How
so
is Goddard
we
at
talked about him.
35-1 and Ludwig is 39-1? Like Ludwig
Yeah.
could be
I
100-1
mean,
this week, and I might not pull the
I
trigger.
know. Yeah.
what about Hovland, who's
Yep.
32 and was on the range, like trying to figure it out, had freaking
He had
swimmies on. He's lost five strokes off the tee in the last 2 weeks, 3 last week. And he's shorter than Goddard. Like, I guess the books are giving the angle to the experience and the history there, because Hovland does have a good record around Riv. Goddard's never played Riv before. So that's what I was going to ask is, I do like Goddard still from a setup standpoint. We talked about how you can use distance as a weapon at Pebble, and maybe he tried, but you can clearly see the drop off in the strokes gain numbers off the tee for Goddard last week. He still hit it fine, but finishes T37 is kind of a middling finish. Whereas here, it will probably be easier for him to get back to gaining 3 and 4 shots off the tee, like he was. But the question is, well, what about no experience? Is that worth? Is that combination? Does that combination concern you for the 35-1 number?
The experience, not really, but off the tee here. So I'm just running through these tee shots. I'm like, because last week driver was taken out of his hands on. Is that the reason you're saying he didn't excel off the tee?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
saying.
okay, so then let's go to here. Number
Yeah.
one, there's a cutoff. Like he probably won't be able to hit driver on one. He will not. There's no way he can hit driver on one. 3, coin flip if he hits driver or not. 5, not driver. 7 could potentially not be a driver. Or no, wait. 7 could potentially not be a driver for him. A lot of guys go with less than driver there. 8, depending on which fairway he goes down, could not be a driver. 9 is a driver. 10 might not be a driver. 11's a driver. 12's a driver. Back 9's pretty much all drivers. But the front 9, it takes it out of your hands quite a bit. So I don't know if there's going to be like a Phoenix opportunity here for him to make that big gain, but there's it's still taken out of your hands here a few times.
So I'm tempted by the number at 35-1, but the no experience worries me. Are y'all biting on this, or are you kind of wait to see on Goddard?
How many in a row is this?
I feel
for
the same
him?
way about Jake Knapp, by the way, too.
I had Jake
Yeah.
Knapp pulled up because I feel the same way. There's no
Yeah.
experience, but he is just
Playing really well.
he's hard to avoid the way he's been playing too.
This is both their 4th week in a row. A lot of people, this is 4 weeks in a row because you wanted to play Tour, you wanted to play Waste Management, and then you play the 2 signature events.
What about Patrick Cantlay this week?
No, God, no.
No.
Top 10 maybe though, plus 210.
I can't.
For top 10.
I
kind of like that.
No.
I did look at him for top 10.
I mean, the 4 winners have come from TGL this year.
Okay.
I never would have thought that.
Should we think about that?
That was a good pull.
Should we
pull,
think
Matt.
about that?
Shh. Why don't you make the case why we should think about that, man?
I'm not going to make the case. I'm just saying. Is that a coincidence?
Maybe your boy Neil Shipley, who you've been talking shit about all year. He gets the first hole in one. Neil said, "Suck it, Matt."
Yeah, I didn't hear that part.
He did. He said it. He said it.
That was the first thing after the hole.
Made his first cut of the year too, right? Phoenix.
I think so.
He did make a cut there.
What were we just talking about? I feel like I had something else.
We were talking about Goddard and Knapp.
Yeah,
4 weeks in a row.
That's a lot. I don't know. For some reason, I want to shift over to Knapp out of those two. Goddard and Knapp. If I had to choose one, I would go Jake.
Both do really well in the bet the number model, number 6 and 7 in the BTN model so far. So yeah, I mean, I got my eye on those guys.
What about Matt Fitzpatrick?
I have him listed.
I think he'll be on my card.
Yeah, Yeah. I feel like this is, we were talking about
He's hitting it really well.
Bobby Mack going into last week a little bit. I don't know. I almost feel like I'd rather have him this week. Might be a week for
Has he
Bobby
been around
Mack.
here?
Now look, the numbers. He has
One
once
time a
T15.
T15.
His first time.
That's nice.
Played very well at the Sony. Had that 4th place finish there.
Dude,
hadn't played great the last 2 events, the Pebble and American Express.
He
but
is.
I don't know. He could be one I could see.
He
picking up.
is. He's up there with Siwoo as far as entertainment, like on tour live. Like, because if you just get them,
Yeah.
get them 24/7 on there, and they never, they'll cut the boom mics on the feed that goes out to the public, but I can hear shit that's still going on. Like, there ain't a shot he leaves alone after.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. He needs his own feed.
Yeah, I like the Fitzy call, maybe more so than Bobby Mack, just a little more experience around here. And he's the same number, and he's obviously playing really nice. I'm not saying Bobby's playing bad, but Fitzy's hitting it really, really well right now. So, I mean, he's gained almost 19 strokes tee to green in just 2 events in his last 2 events. That's a lot.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's significant. Chipping, I don't know, that worries me a little bit, but I mean, he did really well around waste management. He did really well chipping around here the year he finished T5. Yeah, I kind of dig that one. Matt, Pat, who else you looking at in here?
I mean, I think Harris English is interesting. He's got the right, type of play here. He's played well here, 12th and 7th the last couple of years, 38-1. Another one that's been playing well too, Mav McNeely, is 45-1.
I kind of have a feeling about Mav this week.
Really?
Yeah, I just have a little bit of a feeling. I don't know what it is. I think I don't know. I know he likes the West Coast. He's putted really well here at Riv. He seems to be hitting it more consistently, better tee to green than he has in a long time. I don't know. I could see it. I could see a really good week for him. Whether or not he'll be on the outright card, I don't know. But I like a top 10, almost 3-1. I just kind of feel a good week coming from Mav, and I haven't been on him at all year.
This is kind of out of order here, but it just hit me. And I know you said the BTN model has carry distance factored in this week, but is there just like a model? Is there any way you could do something where it's like below a certain temperature and it's wet out? Like who plays the best golf? Because I feel like that right there is a little bit of a niche.
Yeah, we get all that data from the tour through ShotLink at BTN. I think.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah. I think the issue, the one thing I could see with that is understanding how many actual rounds fit into that. So, is the sample size decent enough that
Okay.
it's not noisy?
Yeah.
And then what caliber, all the other variables into that, are those rounds at totally different golf courses, or how far back do those rounds go? Do those rounds go 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when some of these guys weren't even on tour, or
Yeah.
some of these guys were way better or way worse? You know what I mean? You just run into some of that.
Let's move on. That was bad interjection there.
I like it, man. I like the creativity.
Yeah.
Okay. Was Minwoo Lee kind of just random Minwoo Lee last week, or are we buying? It takes a lot for me to buy.
Me
Minwoo
too.
Lee.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to do
There's
that.
like 2 courses I'll buy him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I think I would buy back into Akshay.
I was just about to ask about Akshay.
I think I might actually buy.
What's
back
his
into
number?
Akshay.
I think I could too. He's at 57. 57.
Yeah.
Well, DraftKings is doing these weird numbers again. They're just trolling Pat at this point, but
they really are.
I mean, he gained strokes across every category last week, despite a poor last 27 holes. No experience around Riv from a tournament standpoint. I can't imagine he's not played here before, but I mean, not played in the tournament, but almost 60 to 1 is enticing to me. There's a few guys in this range that I'm going to have to narrow down. Like Pearson Cootie's kind of in that Nap Goddard category where he's just playing really freaking good golf right now, but he's never played here. He checks a lot of boxes. He's number 2 in the BTN model. Now this is he's literally played every tournament of 2026. So this will be his 6th tournament in a row, which might be hard to pull the trigger on the outright, but a top 10, maybe top 20 for sure on Cootie, I think is fun. And then Jason Day and Sepp Straka. I mean, I thought about Jason Day last week. I don't know what it is. I got a J Day boner for 2026, and it's not getting any more limp at this point. But J Day and Sepp are both enticing to me in this range as well. Like Sepp, Akshay, Day, and that's 52 to 62 range.
I like all 3 of those that you just said.
Day's got the experience around here. Has some good finishes. I don't know, like obviously a great putter. Short game's been really good lately. You just got to hope he peaks with the irons. I don't know. And then a little further down, I was looking at Kitayama and Gerard. I don't know, again, if I want him to win, but guys, I like the upside. By the way, Ryan Gerard, Matt, we talked about him a couple weeks ago. I impressed my 15-year-old the other day. We were watching YouTube. My wife was out of town. She just got back from Africa. So I just like staying up with my son, watching random YouTube shit. And, the kids these days, they like to watch these videos where they take, like, I've seen it for basketball. I've seen it for NFL, where they take 5 people and they put them in the same outfit and they put a ski mask on them and goggles. And you have to guess which one is the pro.
Yeah.
And there's like a panel of judges and they make them do like certain things and skills. And then they eliminate one until they guess which one is the actual pro in that sport. So I've watched it for NFL, NBA, and it's kind of fun. But anyway, there was one for golf that we found. I can't remember who did the video, so forgive me, but there were like 4 or 5 golf influencers sitting at this table. It was at TGL. It was inside the SoFi Center at TGL.
I think
and they put these 5 guys through these. Well, so the very first round, 5 guys, they make them answer a question and they say, have you ever won a PGA Tour event? And some of these guys lie. Like they lie and say, I won the 2016 Bay Hill or whatever, whatever. And the very first round, I go, the pro is number 3 and it's Ryan Gerard. And my son's like, what? And I was like, the pro is number 3 and it's Ryan Gerard. He's like, no freaking way. We watched the whole video. They go through round 2, 3, 4, 5, eliminate everybody. They actually choose number 3, and he takes his mask off, and it's Ryan Gerard. And my son was like, no way you got that. He's like, Dad, that is so amazing. He thought that was the craziest thing. The next day, he was like, I cannot believe you guessed Ryan freaking Gerard was the pro on that. I was like, dude, I'm in the weeds, brother.
Yeah.
Like, I am in the weeds on that.
That's hilarious.
It was pretty funny. It was a good video. Anyway, any of these guys in this range that we like?
I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that when you said, they line up 5 athletes, and then you said influencers, and I was like, those aren't athletes. What are we talking about?
No. The influencers were judging. They were judging.
Okay. Creators.
I think,
sorry, creators.
Creators.
Creators. I think 2 guys here that, I mean, Shane Lowry's up here at 78 to 1. He played well last week. T8. I don't know. I just feel like that'd be a struggle to get a win. Plus 430 as a top 10 feels pretty good, as does Jacob Bridgman, plus 460 for a top 10.
But
he's 82 to 1. Bridgman's
playing really good. He got that lead, and then his pecker went right back in his belly button. He Puxatawny filled that lead. He's got the lead, and then he went right back into hiding.
Still, he's consistently been good. I mean, you had to have looked at him going into last week. So,
now that you say Shane Lowry, it's 78 to 1 in a 72 man. I mean, I literally can't remember the last time I didn't bet Shane Lowry outright. So like at 78, if he won, he would probably potentially almost make up for all the times I've bet him when he's lost. I feel like I need to take that.
I don't really. I mean,
I got one more guy.
I got one.
Rio. He's the 2
Yes.
Gonna run out of gas.
Dude,
He has. How many golf tournaments is he in a row now? He is like at
he's
6,
like Cootie.
7.
He's like Cootie. He's played every event. But
Yeah, he has. He's
here's the
played every
deal. He
event.
stays hydrated
He
as
does.
F, man.
He really does.
So he doesn't get tired like all these other guys because he takes a sip before every putt.
Yeah.
I mean, but look
Yeah.
at his strokes gain numbers. He is bananas right now. He is hot across the board. It's not just the putter.
What's his outright
He's
number?
driving it well. 115 to 1.
That's crazy that he's there with the golf he's been playing.
And he's a winner on tour.
Yeah.
What did he win? What was the tournament he won?
I got one a little underneath him. Are we done talking about him, or you want to keep talking about him?
I just want to remember which tournament he won. Didn't he win one?
I don't know if he's won.
Am I making that up?
I don't think he's ever won on tour. I'm looking back.
No, he hasn't. I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Mike.
Okay. I saw his name kind of peak last week, and Kenny actually brought him up on the podcast last week. Tom Hoagie. Is he getting his? I know his number. I just looked at his numbers on the Bet the Number thing, and they're garbage. But he's 230 to 1 this week, and he played. I mean, he was in the top 10 all the way up until the last couple of holes yesterday. Nice iron, obviously a world class iron player. His putting numbers are good on Poe greens from what I saw on the model. Everything else is dog crap. But is there anything there? Maybe taking a flyer on him, top 10 this week. I mean, if he's 230 to 1 to win the whole thing.
Well, I mean, last week,
he's 10 to 1 for a top 10.
+4. He was basically 4 to 1 last week for a top 20, which would have hit because he finished T14. So +365 this week for a top 20 or +980. So basically, 10 to 1 for a top 10. I mean,
I feel like he's turned a little bit
of
a corner. I know those numbers are still bad, but is it a case? What I'm asking is it a case where those numbers are going to be bad for a while because of how bad they were previous? So even if he is playing better, is he really? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll take him a while to climb out of the bad.
Yeah, and I feel like he's experienced enough and a good enough player where if this thing he comes out the other side of this, I don't know. Maybe there's some value there at a guy at 10 to 1 for a top 10 this week.
I can see the case. I would rather have the guy right above him.
Who's that?
If I'm going to take
so that was what I was going to bring up actually.
Finau.
Is Tony Finau?
Yeah. Because if you look at Hoagie, at least his putting has been very consistent the last 5 starts. Finau, though, has been all over the place, and his putting hasn't been great, and he gained over 8 strokes putting last week.
Well, didn't they say he made a change, right?
Yeah,
his putter's been terrible.
Well, his toe was always off the ground like that, and now he's got a mallet, and it's flush to the ground. Like, it looks weird, honestly, in his hands.
Yeah. Well, it obviously helped last week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to take a shot on if he only gains 4 strokes putting, or 2, with his experience around Riv and the distance factor. I mean, he's not hitting the driver well either, but I don't know. I think I prefer the overall course fit with Finau versus Hoagie and the experience. But I mean, I can get down with the case. The only other guy down here that I was looking at for like a bomb top 20 or top 10 is kind of fits the Finau mold, and he's had a couple of decent finishes back to back, nothing crazy. But Ryan Fox, interest anybody? Like cold, heavy ball hitter, long, has some chops. Like, I don't know. This kind of feels like it could be set up nicely for Foxy.
Is he long?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, he's long.
Yeah, he's pretty long.
He's
got 2 top 25s in a row.
Yeah.
Carries at 297. God, he's like 5'8".
His average ball speed on Bet the Number is 181.
Jeez.
Driving accuracy is 44.9%, which is doesn't even register on the Bet the Number driving accuracy stops at 50, and he's below that. So yeah, I mean, he's not very accurate, but I mean, one RBC Canadian Open, one Myrtle Beach, so won twice last year, or has won twice on tour. and just kind of randomly has these spike weeks, I think, too. And he's a DP World Tour winner. So, and I'm just thinking like the weather angle too.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, he's won on the PGA Tour also.
What?
Yeah, he won Myrtle Beach.
I said he's won on the PGA Tour also.
I just said that.
And he won.
Pat, I literally just said that.
No, you said DP World.
No, before that, I said he won the RBC Canadian Open and Myrtle Beach.
Okay. Well, then why would you add in the DP World Tour
because
after
I'm saying
that?
He's got worldwide wins.
Terrible sequence.
No, I'm saying he also has other worldwide wins. He's a winner. God.
Okay. All right.
You never pay attention. 11 years into this.
11 years.
Would you think it'd be any different?
11 years of me yelling at you to pay attention, and you repeat the same things that I say, like seconds after I say
sometimes there's a squirrel out there I see, you know.
I think it's time to end on a high note, a segment that we haven't done in a long time. Because it's we're getting there, boys. We're about 6 weeks away. About 6 weeks away from opening day.
Yeah, but dude, neither one of the cards I have are baseball cards today.
Oh, what? What are they? All right, we got card talk. Card talk with Matt.
I got a golf card and a basketball card.
We'll start with the basketball.
We'll start with the basketball. Okay.
Okay.
Are you guys? How old are you guys?
42.
All right, Pat.
Pat's about to be.
Yeah.
Pat, how old are you about to be?
Okay.
49.
So this guy right here. I'm actually gonna cover. I'm just gonna
Dan Marley.
Same era. Okay.
Okay.
This guy was
he
was my hero growing up. All right. And he was the starting point guard for the Orlando Magic before they drafted Penny Hardaway. Played college ball at Michigan State. He was also a head coach in the league for multiple teams after he was done playing.
Ooh. God, see the Magic. I didn't really pay attention to the Magic until they got Penny and Shaq, Nick Anderson.
Yeah. This guy was.
Is he a white guy?
Yeah, white guy. Was
not
an
Jason
assist?
Williams.
No, way before him. Assist leader.
Not John Stockton.
No.
He was at the Jazz.
No.
I don't know if I know this guy.
Okay. I don't think
I'll just do it. You ready? This is his rookie card right here. Scott Skiles. See that?
Okay, I remember the name. Lord, look at that.
Yeah, I would have never.
It's a sick piece right here.
Did he have Down syndrome? No, I mean, no problem if he didn't. But
this guy was the man. If you do a little digging on him, he was. Like, I found out a lot of stuff later in life about him that I was like, no way. But just he'd go into the paint like every game,
share something. Get
his nose broke and then come back in he was just a tough guy with not a lot of talent, just a ton of heart. And you can look it up. The next guy.
What? Hold on. Scott, dude, it's crazy what athletes used to look like. And it makes me feel old because
dude, this guy was the man.
I remember watching. He had like 11% muscle mass in that picture. He had no. He looked like an accountant at H&R Block.
Yeah. This next guy has a lot more than 11% muscle mass.
Okay.
Rookie year.
Oh, he's a golfer.
This is a golfer.
This is the golfer. Okay.
Rookie year.
A lot more.
2010. Just good looking dude.
I got it.
Go ahead.
I got it. Camilo.
No, close.
No, let's keep.
2 tour wins.
Good looking.
Pretty nice hair.
Matt Every.
Oh, good guess. Good guess there, DB.
Look at him.
Hey, these are hard to get right here. These are really hard to get. You'll have to.
Can you get us each one of those?
Yeah,
I think we each need one.
If I scour,
signed. I want it signed.
They already are signed. So like Upper Deck, I remember when I did this, they send you like sheets, just a ton of sheets with little stickers on them, and then you sign the stickers and they put them on the card. But every now and then when I'm on eBay, I'll pick one up if I see one on there, just because I'd give it to my kid when he's older. But yeah, here we go. Cool. I buy up my friend. I'm buying my friends' rookie cards too. Like I got some Spencer Levine's on the way that he signed. So yeah, just
That's pretty cool.
Fun.
Other than being Florida Gators, what else made you similar to Camilo?
Same team.
Because you just said
Same
okay,
team. Yeah,
that's it. Nothing else?
Not really. I mean, no,
Camilo has good hair too.
he does. Yeah. Remember when it was really long?
Yeah.
We used to call him Splinter from Ninja Turtles.
I don't remember that.
Do you know who Splinter is from Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I also just saw some AI thing on Twitter about the Ninja Turtles. It was pretty funny. It was like a wrestling thing with them.
I remember I was a big Camilo fan when he first came out, and I had he wore the all the Jay Lindenberg stuff, and I got into Jay Lindenberg, and
he was like the only person that could wear that.
Well,
yeah,
he was. And he had they came out with like the train conductor hat. It wasn't quite as train conductory as the one Ryan Moore used to wear, but it was kind of similar. And I ordered one of those because of Camilo.
Yeah, it's your style.
In like 06. I was in college. I was 21, so which is crazy. But anyway. Good stuff, Matt. Well, it's baseball season is coming up. We got to get some baseball cards.
We will.
You got to start cooking up your what was it? Your Ellie De La Cruz.
O'Neill Cruz.
No, not Ellie. O'Neill Cruz.
O'Neill Cruz.
But what was the bet or prediction you made at the beginning of last year? Home run leader or rookie of the year?
It was something to do with the Jags that actually hit.
So no, you know what it was? I did a 3. It was like a 3-team thing, and the first leg of it was Toasty to top 10 in Mexico last year, and it was like 13-1, and he hit. And then the other 2 legs were O'Neill Cruz to win the home run title and the Jags to win the division, and the Jags won the division, but obviously O'Neill did not win that.
The home run.
I think we thought that the Jags winning the division was the
tough
like no way it was hitting. It was a tough leg.
Yeah. So anyway, you got to work on your next big prediction for the year to give the people. We'll deliver that in a few weeks.
You guys too.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Pat, who won the Cognizant last year? Next week's tournament. Have you looked?
No,
if you get this would make up for all.
This is easy.
It was the guy you don't like. Not Bridgman, but it was Hightower or Highsmith. Joe Highsmith.
Yes, Joe Highsmith. Not Hightower from Police Academy, but God, what a pull that was. Yes, Joe Highsmith. Great job.
And Bridgman actually finished second to him there last year.
Oh, he did? Mm-hmm. God, what a board. I just want to see it.
We're see something similar next week.
Bridgman was runner-up. JJ Spawn. Little did we know at that point, JJ Spawn was about to set the golf world on fire. He was also T2. Max McGreevy was Ben Griffin, Russell Henley, Jake Knapp, Michael Kim, EVR, and Jordan Spieth all finished top 10 at this event last year. Yeah, so we'll see who they get to play. Matt, you could get the call. Like, you could be playing in that thing next week.
Oh, that'd be a rough scene.
What would you set your number on a top 40 if you got the call to play that thing next week?
Plus,
like a legit
number, I would say like 40-1.
40-1?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played any golf. Like, I would need a week to get my body moving correctly, and then we'll just see if it times up right out there. If it times up right, okay. I'm getting in that top 40.
I started training. This week.
We
got member coming up.
Oh, let's go.
Member's been bumped up, Pat. My member's usually in May. Now they're doing it right after Masters week, where the course will be peaking. So that'll be good. It's like 2 weeks after Masters. So I'm trying to get dialed. Swing still sucks, but I'm figuring it out. I'm flipping it at the right time.
That's what it's all about. Just make sure you time it perfect at the bottom.
That's what I'm trying to do. So. All right, boys. Okay. Good week. Good chat. Talk to you next week, maybe, or maybe we just all mail it in for the Cognizant. We'll see what happens. Godspeed. May your screens be green and bend over your bookie. See ya.
See ya.
Out. Tour Junkies featuring David Barnett is not an affiliate of CWM LLC. Opinions expressed by the host or guests do not reflect those of CWM LLC. CWM LLC does not endorse gambling or the entities promoted by the Tour Junkies podcast. David is a non-registered representative of CWM LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.